Aaron Judge, Paul Skeens, Vinny Pasquantino, Jac Caglianone, Randy Arozarena. I mean, Pool B is stacked. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4. Episode 4 of our Ball Without Borders podcast. We're excited to be here. I'm Javi. This is my son and co-host Diego.
¿Cómo estamos? ¿Qué es la que hay?
Very excited to be here today with you. And today we're going to do that deep dive into Pool B as we have been promised.
Yes, we are.
It's Pool B is an interesting pool.
It's interesting.
It's a very interesting pool. I didn't think initially that this was the toughest. I thought that this was a very pool or a top heavy pool, I would say. Having said that, the more I looked into it, this is an interesting pool.
Pretty deep.
It's an interesting pool.
Before we get into this, I want to tell you that we appreciate all the support we have been getting. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you can get a notification when we upload, and like this video. And also on other platforms, look up Ball Without Borders. Follow us on there too. We're trying to grow a baseball community that's loves international baseball. So help us do that by
Like and subscribing and comments. Let us know what you think. Whether you like it or not. Be respectful. We're just, there's a labor of love. We're just trying to have fun here. But we definitely would like to hear what your thoughts are. And if you have any ideas as to what you want to hear from us next, please let us know. I mean, our previous episode was based on those ideas. So thank you for those and just keep it coming.
Once again, this video is sponsored by F3 Athletics. Personalize the game, make it yours. More on them later. So if you didn't tune into our Pool A video, how we do this is we talk about a team, we highlight some players, we talk about their ace on their starting rotation, and then we go through a lineup prediction, and then we give our prediction records at the end. So we're gonna do that for every team. Pool B, as you know, it consists of Brazil was the qualifier for this pool.
Yeah.
It's got Great Britain, who beat Colombia, if you don't forget, so they didn't get relegated, so they stayed in. So Great Britain and Brazil. Then you got Italy, Mexico, and USA. So those are the 5 teams we're gonna talk about today. So let's get into the first one. Let's talk about 2026 World Baseball Classic Team Great Britain. So let's get into it.
Great Britain. So here's where dreams go to die. Okay? Here's where dreams go to die. All right? Great job qualifying. Great job staying on top. Okay? Great job. But the fact is,
King George needs to come back. I mean,
this is on this pool and with this team, projected team, I don't know, man. It's gonna be an uphill battle. Uphill battle for them.
Like we said before, in 2023, they made their first appearance in WBC. Yeah. They beat Colombia 7-5, which was a good team. Colombia's a good team, but I mean, they have some MLB talent, a lot of minor leagues talents. They can make some noise, but
not in this pool.
It's not like.
Not in this pool. Not in this pool. It's not gonna be likely. I mean,
get into the key players.
Yeah.
So give me your 3 key players.
So obviously, first and foremost, if you're Bahamian, you got a shot, okay? If you were born in Bahamas, you got a shot to represent Great Britain, okay? And number 1, first and foremost, is Jac Chisholm. Jac Chisholm. I mean, he's definitely the number 1, named player, when it comes to availability for the World Baseball Classic. I mean, he's a great player. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Great. So I don't know about great, pero he's a good player, a little overrated, pero
oh yeah, he made the cover of MLB. MLB The Show? 2022?
Something like that.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, overall in his career, he's an average 260 hitter. He's an average 104 or WRC plus hitter. I mean, he's an average player, but he has a big personality, which draws a lot of.
He does.
But he definitely has all the talent in the world. But he's gonna have to be friggin' King George. George Washington before he switched sides. Skimmer. I mean, we gotta go. Queen Elizabeth's gotta get from the ground into Jac Chisholm for them to have a chance. But
no, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I mean, because from his point of view, and don't get me wrong, I mean, there's young talent, which is cool, right? But when it comes to polished today talent that can lead them is Jac, Chisholm, and then there's the rest. Like there's some has-beens and there's some, where are you they now? Like Trace Thompson, like what's happened to him, that kind of stuff. But it's a tough. It's going to be a tough road for them. Their strength, if you ask me, their strength is in their pitching rotation. If there is a strength, let's put it that way. If there is a strength,
they got some bats. I don't know. I don't know if I agree about that, but we'll get into that later.
Sure.
But tell me your second key player. Who's your second player? So we got Jac Chisholm.
I think Vance Worley.
Okay.
As part of the pitching, he's a veteran.
That's your ace.
He helped Great Britain, in the 2023, WBC. He was, instrumental for them in what they achieved. So I think he's their quote unquote ace. And he's definitely going to lead the pitching rotation from the front. The other guy that I think it's important is Harry Ford.
I have him on my list too.
Harry Ford, is a great prospect for the Mariners. The problem is that he's at the Mariners organization.
And they got Cal Raleigh hitting tanks.
So, which could mean that he's going to be a trade. Be traded somewhere. For good pieces.
He's been a top.
But
prospect.
He needs to get out.
He's been a top prospect for 3 years straight, and he's getting up there in like years. He's doing well.
He's doing really well.
I don't blame the Mariners for bringing him up. It's just like
he's doing really well. So those are my three guys.
I have, for my top 3 key players for Team Great Britain, I have Jac Chisholm. Has got to be the MVP of this team. I have Harry Ford as well. Has a 921 OPS as a catcher with 7 bombs in AAA. Great numbers, great production from the catcher standpoint. And their ace, I got a little sleeper. He has some British in him. He had a crumpet or two, so there's a percentage in him. Jack Leiter, Texas Rangers starting pitcher, 3.66 ERA. A good pitcher, good arm, and great ace for them to wear that great Britain uniform
with those uniforms that are so cool. If he would play for them, it would be
big.
It would be big. I would doubt it though.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. It would be good. I would doubt it though. Yeah. Speaking of, so to me that would be like a wild card.
That's a wild card. Yeah. We're doing dream lineups basically. Sure. A lot of these like qualifier-ish teams, they don't have a lot of commitments yet. So we're just doing based on what
I'm telling you. And speaking of wild cards, and I joke, but if Trace Thompson can get back to
he has some good MLB years.
So to a semblance,
for sure.
He could have, and again, short series. He could be powerful. He could be a wild card, for the Great Britain team.
For sure. All right, so before we get into lineup, let me tell you quickly their schedule for the 2026 pool play. So they are the second to last team on this bracket. So they play 4 days straight, the first 4 days straight. So there's no break, 4 days straight. That's your schedule. So that's what happens when you're lower 2 seeds of the tournament. You get the scraps of the schedule. But nevertheless, let's get into Team Great Britain's 2026 WBC potential lineups. Let's go, people.
Okay, so I got Sebastian Walcott as a shortstop. He's very fast and he's very good with the defense. Batting second, Matt Kaperniak, playing right field. He's in the part of the St. Louis Cardinals organization, and he was instrumental in their 2023 qualification. That game against Colombia that they won, he was very important. Batting third, Jac Chisholm. Certainly, he's the cream of the crop when it comes to this batting lineup. Trace Thompson in the cleanup. He was a top hitter for them in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. He brings power, leadership, experience. So he could be a wild card here. Fifth, Harry Ford, and again, Harry could be batting fourth too, and maybe you could argue even number 3. Who knows? But Harry Ford, as we spoke, the top talent for Great Britain for sure. Batting sixth, BJ Murray and playing first base. He's a weird, first batter. First baseman because he's a contact hitter, But hey, he's got a great glove. So there we go. And again, you're wishing here. Number 7, Christian Robinson. Again, if you're born in Bahamas, you got a shot. So he's the DH. He has some power. Batting 8th, Justin Wiley playing third base. He was a key for them in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. He brings experience and he's versatile too, so he can play several positions on the infield. And batting 9th, Chavez Young in left field. He is fast and defensive. He's part of the AAA Blue Jays organization. A great future again in front of him, but very young still.
All right. So let me give you my lineup prediction for Team Great Britain, and then after that we'll go over and we'll dissect each other's lineup. So, batting first, I got playing left field, Akil Baddoo.
Wow.
Has shown flashes of being a serviceable MLBer, and that's all you need to make this team. So he's batting first, playing left field. Second batter playing center field, Jazz. You like Jazz? That's all you got, so you better. Third, Harry Ford, catcher with a 921 OPS. We already talked about this. Get him out of Seattle, por favor. He deserves a chance. 4, playing right field, to say Trace Thompson. Mm-hmm. He's still alive?
Bro.
Give him some tea and put him in. Fifth batter, I got Arjun Nimala. He's a 19-year-old with a 900 OPS and high A ball. Good enough for me to put him in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's older. He's younger than me.
You went down the Google rabbit hole to find it.
Okay. Batting 7th, playing first base, Matt Koperniak. He's a lifer in the Manors, but he has a pulse. Put him in. Batting 8th, playing right field, Gabriel Rincones. Notice how he said it in the accent. Ese tipo es de Cagua. Deja la changuería. Pero with a slide. Lifer in the minors, 722 in the minors. Sign me up. Batting 8th. Batting 9th, BJ Murray. As of 6/2/25 today at 8 p.m., he has a pulse. Good enough to bat 9th on this Great Britain team. That is my lineup prediction for Team Great Britain. So let's talk about our lineups. What do you think's the strengths and what do you think's...
Listen, I don't think there's too much to talk about this lineup, honestly. There's a lot of hopes and prayers and a lot of teas and crumpets. That's all you have with this lineup. I mean, you have some names, you have some talent, but... my outlook for this team is 0-4, back to qualification. You got lucky that you beat Colombia last time. It's not gonna happen this time. Bye, Great Britain, and go get better uniforms.
So I'm on the same note. I actually think they can make some noise. It's gonna be jazz noise. It's not gonna be too loud of a noise, but it's gonna be that subtle that'll keep you in it. I think Akil Baddoo. These are guys that they have. They have a stat sheet on the MLB roster.
They have been on the MLB.
And for that reason, I have...
They have cashed MLB checks.
Are you going to let me talk?
Right.
For that reason, I have their record at 1-3.
Ooh.
They're going to be the 4th place team in this bracket.
Who are they going to beat? Oh, man. Who are they beating?
1-3.
I don't know, bro.
That's Great Britain. Team Great Britain 2026 World Baseball Classic. Let's move on. Next team we're going to be talking about, Los Brasileños. Team Brazil. They're the qualified team in this bracket.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Their schedule, they play 4 days straight. Talking about their key players.
You're not giving them enough credit. They have Bo Bichette as one of their big names and big players here, and his brother Dante Bichette Jr. He goes by Alphonse.
We got Dante Bichette.
Alphonse, who's actually his first name. They have the opportunity to play here because their mother is from Brazil. As a matter of fact, she was born in Brazil. And their maternal grandfather is from Japan, has Japanese background. And one thing that you'll notice as we talk about the potential lineups, there's a lot of Japanese sounding names over here. So there's a reason for it. So, but I think keys are Bo Bichette, Dante Bichette with his experience, you know, and their lineup. You got Bo Bichette and Dante Bichette Jr. Those are the main names that you recognize, you know, on this roster. Their lineup, having said that, overall is a good lineup with lots of experience. The power goes into their offense, and I think that's the strength of this
Power
team.
What out of the infield?
Of this team, and they have some experienced pitchers that I think are going to be able to help them as well. So I think this team is deeper than people give him credit for.
So my key players on this Team Brazil, you got Bo Bichette. He has got to play bigger than the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio. I mean, for them to have a chance of moving on. And his brother has got to play like Pele. So we got Pele and Christ the
Redeemer.
Those are the two players. They have to play like that to have a chance. And their ace for this for their staff is going to be Eric Paledinho. Sounds Brazilian to me. 3.5 at ERA in AAA. You're the ace.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
So talk to me about their lineup.
So Team Brazil, what's my projected lineup? So Bo Bichette, first batter, could be second, could be third, could be fourth, could be fifth, could be sixth, could be seven. If they would allow him, he would bat first, then third, then sixth, then ninth, and he would have this opportunity. But Bo Bichette playing shortstop, in case you had any doubts, he's gonna lead this team. Lucas Rojo playing second base. He's a veteran infielder. He came out of retirement to in qualification, just like Dante Bichette is coming out of retirement as well. In batting fourth, but batting third, and in third,
He posted
third base.
a video on Instagram last week of him hitting cage bumps. But we left that in
From
high
Saitos.
school ball.
From Saitos, I saw that. and he almost fell off. Yeah, okay.
Hey.
He's going for it, bro.
We got Dante Bichette.
Yep.
Junior. Okay, dale.
Leonardo Reginato, he's a team captain. He has a lot of experience, in Mexican and Venezuelan leagues. He's a proven, veteran presence, for them. Well needed. Dante Bichette, playing first and batting fourth. He's got a lot of power. At least that was his calling card back in the day. Left fielder Gabriel Maciel. He plays in the Frontier League. So there you go. Center fielder Victor Mascai is a young talent with experience in the Japanese independent leagues. You know the barrel. You know when you scrape the bottom. And you get wood.
Esto está en nivel de Panamá.
Bro, and you hit him wood, and then you go through the barrel, and then you go, there's something on the bottom.
Wow.
Beyond the bottom. This is beyond the bottom. So Lucas Ramirez. Hey, we got one. Two got one. Playing right field.
Japanese independently. That's where Trevor Bauer's playing right now.
It was independently.
Where?
Right field, independently. Right fielder Lucas Ramirez, minor leaguer in the Angel system. Gabriel Gomez playing catcher. He's in the Reds minor league system. So
there you go.
So there you go. And he's got solid defensive skills. And DH Vitor Ito. He's a versatile infielder, which means that he doesn't have one position, but he can play multiple. Hello, Kike. Love you. Contributes offensively.
Whoa.
Hey, Kike.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
you need to be here, man.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be here,
Oh,
Kike.
yeah.
Kike.
Oh my God, that would be a dream guest.
Kike, we would love to have you. We saw your interview. That was hit home over here, bro. Let's go.
We are Puerto Rico, but we're not talking. We're talking about pool people.
Let's go. So that was my lineup. It's terrible.
So there you go. Team Brazil. Let's see the record. What you
So
got?
I think they're gonna go 1-3.
You still think?
I think they're gonna go 1-3. I think they're gonna beat the Great Britain team. I think they have, and I tell you what, they have more experience. You know, honestly, they have more experience in their lineup, and they have when it comes to pitching, I think they have more options than Britain. So I'm going with Brazil. There's not much there, but I come on. Team Brazil, let's go. Obrigado. Let's go. Let's go get them.
0-4. Okay, moving on. Team Italy.
Do you have Great Britain beaten?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's okay.
Even with the crappy.
It's about all the suckies. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Vamos a hablar de Team Italy. Dun, 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 dun. Team Italy.
Bro, this is the team.
Sleeper.
Sleeper. This is the team that I dug deeper. I was like,
Sleeper.
This could bring hurt to some teams.
So let me talk about their schedule first. Team Italy, they skipped the first day of the tournament, so they play the 7th, the 8th, the 10th, and the 11th. So they have 2 off days, that's good for a good schedule, honestly. And so let's talk about Team Italy's key players for me. First key player for me is Vinny Pasquantino. He already committed to the team. He's first pitcher for the Royals. He's really the only one, except for Bobby Witt Jr., that's hitting above average as a hitter. I mean, that Royals team offensively is so bad.
That's what they brought. That's what brought Cax.
Yeah. So he's solid first baseman, a good team captain. Jac Caglianone is another key player for me. He just got called up. Was it 2 days ago? For the majors. Confirmed smelt pizza 2 days ago, so he's eligible to play. So no worries on that front.
Bro, just on the name alone, he's got some. Come on.
Sam Alderdiretti is my ace. You know, they got to give it to him. He's the first Italian-born pitcher to pitch in the minors, and he's also the first Italian-born pitcher to have a 7 ERA. But we're not talking about that. He's their ace.
I think you're missing out on pitchers, but you know, when it comes to me,
you got to give it to the first Italian.
I think you know, the Fletcher brothers are two.
Tommy Fletcher. Are they still in the league? I don't even
Dominic
know.
and David.
Yeah.
You know, they. I think they're gonna be bring, you know, like that emotional, you know, aspect to it. Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna be, you know, important to this team. And when you look, I mean, we can talk about Michael Conforto. We can talk about Anthony Volpe. We can talk about other people, but Joe Musgrove and Anthony Desclafani are both pitchers.
Joe Musgrove.
Yes, that could pitch for Italy.
Wow.
And those, I'm telling you, when you look at their lineup and when you look at their potential pitching, you know, lineup, this team can become really interesting and make a lot of people tremble out there. No, honestly.
I don't disagree with you. I think they're a sleeper team, and they could be the 2 seed easy. So watch out, Mexico. But let's go over Team Italy's potential lineup for the 2026 WBC. I'll go first. Batting first, playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He is the definition of mid. Pero he will do batting first, playing shortstop. Sal Frelick, right fielder. I don't know if you know who this is. He plays on the Brewers. He plays on the Brewers. He has a 292 average in the majors.
Okay.
So he's a good contact guy. He doesn't have that much power, but good contact guy. So he's batting second, playing right field for me. Third batter is Brandon Nimmo, left fielder.
Okay, yeah.
He's having it down here right now, but not as down as Soto. But so he's gonna bat third, playing left field. Batting fourth, playing first base is the captain Vinny Pasquantino. The Sasquatch, first base, we already talked about him. Fifth batter, Jac Caglianone, DHing.
Oh,
new up and comer. He's got pop for days. I really think he's gonna do very well. He was going crazy in the minors. Nicky Lopez, third base. He's a good contact guy. Y el nombre suena de Guaynabo, pero no vamos a hablar de eso. Good contact guy y cuidado, porque if they play the infield in, production's over. Seventh, I got Brett Sullivan playing catcher.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wow.
Who? I had to get deep into the Google search 2-3 searches. 2 years. He played 2 years in the minor and was reported to have a bite of pasta a la vaca last night, so he's eligible. Johnny DeLuca, he's a Ray. In 23 at bats, the dude has a 1,000 OPS, so take 23 at bats. So take that as you may. And he's got a stash, so he's eligible. Thomas Sagesi, second baseman. He has 40
people.
He has 41 at bats for the Cardinals, and he's batting 341. So good contact guy, and sounds Italian to me. That's my Team Italy lineup for 2026 WBC.
That's for me. Batting first, center fielder Brandon Nemo. Really, top caliber, player. Like he says, not having one of the best years as of yet, but he's definitely a quality player. Batting second, playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe. We're not going to talk too much about him, being a Yankee. Batting third and playing first base, Vinny Pasquantino. He's gonna be. I'm telling you, he's gonna be their captain, or I'm assuming he's gonna be their captain. And I think he's gonna bring a lot of. He's gonna mean a lot to this team. He's done it in the past. I think he's gonna be great for this team. Right fielder Michael Conforto, with bringing veteran presence.
He's having one of the worst seasons.
I get it, but
I didn't even have him in my lineup.
But I think again, veteran presence and in short series, you can use people like that. Third base, Kevin Biggio. He could be that third baseman, batting fifth. He's had MLB experience, and I think that he could definitely help. DHing Joey Loperfido is a rising prospect with a potential impact, with his bat. Playing left field, Dominic Fletcher, the first of the Fletcher brothers, and batting or playing second base and batting next is David Fletcher, which he's a tremendous infielder and a consistent contact hitter. So he can bring people over and
bring the outfield in.
And batting ninth, Alberto Mineo. He's an experienced catcher, and he's been there before. I think it's going to be a good opportunity. We are forgetting the fact that Anthony Rizzo, Vinny Capra, and even Nicky Lopez, as you say. And I didn't bring Caglianone because I didn't know that he was going to be.
Come on,
I know, but that's certainly a good.
Y es boricua también.
So,
y Jac Caglianone es boricua también.
Yeah, so Cags.
Ven aquí, Vito, papi. Eres de Rincón.
But I think, but I'll be remiss if I didn't mention again, their pitching line, the pitching line. They potentially could have Anthony Descafani, Zach Gallen, Joe Musgrove, Aaron Civale,
Zach Gallen,
Alessandro Ercolani. They have, honestly, they truly have good pitching talent available to them. So this team could bring a lot of headaches to a lot of teams out there for sure. What do you think their record's gonna be?
I have the record set at 2-2, but I'm on the verge of saying 3-1. I mean, I think they're a lot closer to Mexico than people give them credit. I am so excited to watch this game unfold. It's one of my marquee games, Italy versus Mexico, which I think they play on like the last day. So hopefully there has a meaning to it. But I would love to watch this, but I have them 2-2.
I had them originally 2-2, and I still have them at 2-2. But I would not be surprised if they go 3-1. Again, the more I looked into this pool, the more I realized Italy and Mexico. Mexico, you have to say, Mexico should be a rung higher, but Italy is just behind, and they have the team with a combination of experience and youth that can bring a lot of headaches to a lot of people. So this is going to be interesting. This has made me even more excited for this pool.
For sure.
Because I wasn't that excited.
Yeah, when I saw it first.
I thought it was going to be USA and Mexico and going away, but now that I look at it, it's going to be interesting. That'll be cool.
Team Italy. Before we get into the other two teams, I want to give a little word from our sponsor today, F3 Athletics. This episode is proudly sponsored to you by F3 Athletics, your go-to shop for personalized sports gear for athletes, teams, and families. With over 16 years of crafting experience in an Etsy store ranked in the top 9%, F3 Athletics specializes in high-quality, personalized items. Check them out on Etsy and use promo code BWB for a 10% discount for our listeners. Link to the store in the store notes. And always remember, F3 Athletics. Personalize your game. Make it yours.
F3athletics.com. Thank you. So, now Mexico.
¡Dale, güey! Vamos a hablar de los ways.
This is going to be... I'm excited about this team. I'm excited. You know, the top three of this group are exciting, you know. You know, imagine, I don't want to go too deep, but imagine if Julio Urias had not decided to be an a-hole and be a bad person. Imagine if he were part of that pitching rotation. This team would have been really, really, really dangerous and compete with anybody on this pool.
And that's as much as we want to say on that topic.
But what I'm trying to say is that's going to be a mark. That's going to be a dent.
I think
that team.
that's, if there's one thing I don't like about this team, is that they don't have the ace that you would want, like the ace pitcher that you're scared, that every team's scared to face. They have some solid MLB arms, but I don't see that ace. So that's the one flaw I would say. But give me your key players for Team Mexico.
So certainly, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't bring Randy Arozarena. Randy, he was the key for them in the 2023 run that they had. He brings a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. He's a veteran presence over there. Great hitter, great player. He reminds me. I mean, like I wish he could play for Puerto Rico, you know, because he has that same enthusiasm, you know, when he's out there, you know, playing. Very that Caribbean vibe. And he sort of cannot be understated. His impact cannot be understated, you know, or overstated, I should say, you know, over there. So certainly for me, he's important. Isaac Paredes, you know, another all-star, you know, maybe all-star.
Another
X-ray, you know. It's hard again to overstate his contributions to that team. Sometimes he gets hot, sometimes he's a little cold, but he always brings it, you know. He brings a good attitude, you know, and hustle all the time. And to me, the last one that I would say, it's Jose Urquidy, you know, as a pitcher. Right, he has been he has a lot of experience. He has been very important. And again, I'm talking about short series, right? Yeah. It's what that person could mean, right? You're not gonna expect him to throw 9 innings, 7 innings. You know, he brings 4 or 5 innings to you and clean 4 or 5 innings. You know, put him to the next one, and he could be that veteran that could carry one of those tough games, you know, that you need to win towards the end. So those to me are the three most important ones.
For me, pretty similar. Randy is their key player, I think, for me. We miss you, I said it. I mean, he has to be playoff ready in this team, and I don't have a doubt that he will be. He always turns it on when the pressure's on. My next key player is Isaac Paredes. The dude cannot take a ball oppo to save his life, but he knows how to hit. He has a 124 OPS, big piece for the Houston Astros that are staying afloat and on a run actually back up to the top of the AL West. And I think their ace in the rotation is going to be Patrick Sandoval. Currently, he's on the 60-day IL, but hopefully, you know, get well soon, compa.
He dominated.
He's a good MLB arm, and he dominated in 2023 WBC, and I think he'll be good to go for this 2026 iteration.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the potential lineup for Team Mexico in the 2026 WBC.
So for me, I have Jaren Duran as in the first spot. It's playing center field. Come on, you know, all-star 2024 All-Star Game MVP. He is, you know, brings speed and power to the little spot. I mean, that's a tough out. That's going to be a tough out. Batting second, Randy Arozarena playing left field. Nothing else you need to say about that guy. Batting third, Alejandro Kirk playing catcher. Offensive, you know, he's consistently a great offensive player. Certainly a great bat to have there at third. First baseman, batting fourth, Joey Meneses. He's got that power and the experience, with the MLB. So important for that. Batting fifth, Isaac Paredes. Come on, you hate Isaac Paredes. Come on, what more can you say about that guy? He is
great MLB player.
Great MLB player. He's doing tremendously. Batting sixth, Alex Verdugo playing right.
He's back up in the majors.
Back and doing well. So I'm excited. I'm happy for him. He seems to be like a very good guy. So except for that time that he spent with the Yankees, he wasted at the Yankees. Jonathan Aranda, second baseman, batting seventh. I think that he could bring depth, to that lineup.
He has like a top 5 OPS in the league. He's a great player for the Rays, and the reason that they're on this run, he's been keeping them afloat all season.
And actually, sure. I have him right now at 7th, but who knows? Come closer, he could be higher in the lineup. Batting eighth, Luis Urias, and playing shortstop, and he's there for the defense, nothing else. He's there for the defense, okay. And Alec Thomas as a DH, who's brings contact hitting and speed, so it's like a second first batter, for them.
All right, here's my lineup. So, batting first, I got Marcelo Meyer. She's playing shortstop. He's a Red Sox prospect. He just got called up like a week ago or something. Shows a lot of promise. I think he can bring a big boost to this lineup.
Wow. Okay.
So I got the young kid batting first. The rest of us are a mess, by the way. But batting second, I got Jarren Duran playing center field. Young guy that looks country, but he's a great center fielder and he's Mexican with speed. Batting third, Randy Arozarena. Not much more to say. It's playoff Randy time. Joey Meneses playing first base. Solid first baseman with power and played in the MLB. That's a little... Isaac Paredes batting third.
You have him there too. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, fifth batter playing third base. Great MLB player. Alejandro Kirk catching.
Okay.
Great hitter at the catcher's position. He's always been a great hitter at that position. And have you seen him? Definitely Mexican. Then we got
who knows where that Kirk name came from.
And we batting seventh. I got Jonathan Aranda de los Reyes, batting seventh, playing second base. I got Alex Verdugo batting ninth for Team Mexico, playing left field.
Okay.
So that's my lineup. And tell me your record.
I initially was very set on the fact that they were going to be 3-1. That the only team that was going to beat them was Team USA. The more I look at it, not that this is not a good team. Because we haven't touched on their potential, rotation. They have good pitchers.
I think there's a lot of
Italy.
It's top heavy.
Italy and Mexico are going to be the thing. Here's the thing. They have a lot of good veteran players, like you said, top heavy, because you're mixing up a lot of younger guys with less experience. That could be a good thing, right? But many times, it leaves you wanting, when you're looking for that at bat, that special at bat that you need, to get that run over, to win the game or to tie the game or whatever. That's when experience comes through, right? I don't know. I still have it at 3-1 because I still do believe that they are a better team than Italy is. But the same thing with Italy, I wouldn't be surprised if they go 2-2.
For sure. I'm in agreement with you. I'm a 3-1, but it could change like that. Depends on my mood that day. But today, my mood, I feel a little, mexicano with me. I think they're going to be 3-1. They're going to move on second seed in this pool.
And now we got to Team USA.
This is no fun.
This is.
Trust me, guys. This is no fun to report. But let's talk about Team USA in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. Their Captain Judge. Do I need to say more? Dude's hitting 390. And get this, he has a 249 OPS plus. Papi, I didn't even know it went that high.
No, he is killing it. He's killing it with 19 home runs. I think he has.
He's up there. I think he's.
He doesn't have 20, but I know it's 18 or 19. At the time, of this recording. But that guy he's in a class, by himself. Honestly, what more can you say? And this team has the possibility. I mean, no, not the possibility. I know without a doubt this team is going to be the scariest team that USA has ever fielded in the WBC.
One of the reasons because of that is because Paul Skeens already committed to play for this team. You have a top pitcher committing a year before the tournament. That speaks numbers to Team USA's main problem. Main problem has always been pitching. They could never get the good pitchers, American pitchers. They just got one of the best pitchers in the game. Committing. So who knows who else is going to commit? That's my ace for this staff, and my last key player for this team. Somebody who wanted to play in 2023 couldn't. I believe he's going to play. Almost no doubt he's going to play. Bryce Harper is going to play for this Team USA team.
I think he will play, if nothing else, because I think this is his last, go around, right? So this is going to be his last hurrah. He wants to do it. For whatever reason, he hasn't participated in the past, but I think he's definitely going to participate, and he brings that passion, that power, to the dugout and to what he does. So I think he's going to be that spark plug, for that team that you want, you need. But this lineup is, listen, the lineup and the starting rotation, because we're talking about Paul Skeens, but we haven't talked about the other potential. Skubal, Zach Wheeler, Cole Reagan, Corbin Burns. The list goes on and on and on, of who could be on this team. Honestly, as a baseball fan, I am super excited. About this. And we joke, of course, because we love our Puerto Rico. We want Puerto Rico to win. We want, but the reality is that this team is gonna be huge for the World Baseball Classic.
Now, let me ask you this: do you think they're gonna be the favorites?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I think Japan had been, because Japan always called on and got all their top players to commit and participate. USA was always wishy-washy about that. Look what happened in 2023. They had a good team, right? But look who was their ace, right? So come on, that's the biggest difference to me. That's the biggest difference. My lineup for them, my projected lineup, and listen, we could go into 10,000 different directions.
Let's talk about the Team USA World Baseball Classic 2026 lineup.
Batting first, Bobby Witt Jr. playing short. Mookie Betts batting second, and playing second base, maybe. Aaron Judge batting third, playing right field. Bryce Harper being the fourth batter and playing first base. Mike Trout playing center field, being their fifth batter. Kyle Schwarber being their DH, who is killing it. He's an animal. He's been incredible. He's been incredible as a first batter and anywhere they put him. Kyle Tucker, playing left field, who's having a tremendous season as well.
God. Borderline MVP.
Yeah, Will Smith playing catcher and batting eighth, and Gunnar Henderson playing third base, and batting ninth. Gunnar Henderson. And we're not even talking about who could be on that bench. That bench is gonna be stacked. You can potentially create another 9.
For sure. For sure. Our line's pretty similar. I have Bobby Witt batting first, playing shortstop. Great contact, speed, threat. Power's a little down this year, but I wouldn't worry about it. I got Mookie batting second, playing second base. Then I got the captain batting third, playing right field, Aaron freaking Judge. We got fourth batter, Bryce Harper, playing first base. I got fifth batter, Kyle Tucker, borderline MVP numbers. He's batting 284 with a 918 OPS and a 162 OPS.
He's having a great season.
Great season. Batting sixth, Trouty playing center field. Batting seventh, I got Kyle Schwarber. This dude's the funniest guy to watch run in the baseball field. That dude looks like Alejandro Cork. He just has such short strides. But he has like the second most homers in the league, and Just book him for a home run every game, basically. Batting eighth, I disagree with you here. Kyle Rowley should be the catcher for Team USA.
Okay.
He's having an MVP season offensively as a catcher. When's the last time you've seen that happen? It hasn't been a long time that's happened.
I don't
The
disagree.
big dumper has got to be in the lineup. And then I got batting ninth, Gunnar Henderson, which he better watch out. I mean, the whole Orioles team is doing bad, but he is not having the year that we thought he would have. Someone might take a spot. Someone named Alex Bregman may be in contention to take his spot. So he's got to watch out because Gunner's on the edge of not being a starting rotation or a starting lineup. But either way, this team is stacked.
Okay. So you take him off and put Alex Bregman. Oh my goodness. Damn. I mean, this team is stacked, bro. This team is stacked.
So I think there's no doubt in our rankings. Let's go 3, 2, 1,
4-0.
Not much to say there.
I'll be surprised if they lose a game. I mean, it's happened before. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it could happen. You know, baseball how it is.
Yeah.
But in a short series and with the pitches that they have and the rotation and everything, this is gonna be a tough team to beat. Team to beat for sure.
For sure. Pool B has got it all, from young talent to proven all-stars. This is an exciting pool to watch out. We hope you've enjoyed us deep diving into this pool. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the video to help us grow and build a community of fans just like you. So that's a wrap for episode 4, Ball Without Borders podcast. Stay tuned for episode 5 where we deep dive into Pool C. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Nos vemos.